Who will come out on top? Live and let die. Fight!
What's up, guys? jmoonies here, bringing you yet another exciting episode of the Lobby Challenger. Episode 7, in fact, which I was kind of shocked to realize today, as I guess I've been doing this for quite a while and didn't really expect that I'd be keeping up the series for so long. Not to mention, be able to come up with so many topics regarding my my lousy play style to really improve upon every week. But I was actually thinking if I looked back at episode 1, I would probably scoff quite a bit at how not great I used to be. But anyways, going back to the gameplay, our first challenger of the episode is Swag Combos, which is actually a shared account between Evans182 and his partner in crime, the identity of which I do not know. But as you can see, he plays somewhat of a frustrating Ghost Rider Wesker Phoenix combo. And normally I would scoff at the idea of playing against a Phoenix player, because it usually means they're not that good, but after the nerfing in Ultimate, I've kind of come to respect people who've still stuck with her, because for all intents and purposes, Phoenix actually is a really good character, just incredibly high risk, and without the ability to just mash recklessly like a lot of people did in vanilla, she's also very difficult to use. So props to Swag, even though, as I'm sure you've noticed now, quite a bit of teabagging going on in this round. And if anything, being that he is the ally of Evans, I have come to realize that this match was really intended to be a lesson to me. I actually had a few chats with them at a later point, and pretty much the player behind this team kept trying to convince me to switch over to Wesker and ditch Hulk, because you know, I'm apparently playing low-tier characters that are holding me back, which is kind of true, but there's something to be said about, you know, dedicating yourself to a team you want to play and making it work, even though no one else does. But as you can see here, pretty much started doing the keep away during my last pixel of health. Many teabags and many taunts, pretty much showing me that he could keep away from me as long as he can, and that there's nothing to fear from my team. And reminds me how much I need to work on my mobility game.
Danger down! Wonderful!
I'm here.
X-Factor!
Not done with you!
KO!
Of course, the second round was Evan himself. He's not really the trolling type, although still, once again, kind of crushing me with a 0 game. And, you know, this guy actually follows the numbers, looks at the frame data, knows when his attacks are generally safe. So I'm at a pretty solid disadvantage, I'll have to say. And his effective use of assists to cover blocking and to continue his combos is also excellent. Once again, stressing the important point of how much I need to work on assists, which these matches have actually prompted me to try experimenting. Granted, I'm still using my own team, but I've been trying out a few new things, which you'll see a bit later in the video. As you can see, his team consists of Taskmaster, Strider, and Zero, pretty much using Taskmaster to pick up the OTGs from Zero, and using Strider to cover any holes in his offense, so I can't go rushing in too recklessly. That freaking, I guess it's called Varja assist, is insane because it tracks in the air and is pretty much the anti-Tatsu, so I can't really use that move as recklessly as I usually do. Evan, however, is a little too nice on me. I think he keeps on the kid gloves. But regardless, I still lose. 3 characters to 1, unfortunately. Now our next challenger here is Devon the Dude, rolling with Nova, Spencer, and Doom. I've been noticing ever since Ultimate, a lot of Doom players all of a sudden, which is kind of funny because I think he was mostly considered an assist character back in vanilla. Very nice use of human rocket punch into air special. I notice I tend to do that an awful lot by accident, so that would be a very good way for me to recover from that. Here's a funny thing, even though I don't see Doom thrown off screen with Gamma Wave, still got him with the DHC and pretty much took him out off screen, which must have frustrated Devon the Dude quite a bit. And what I've learned is to never underestimate the power of normal throws. And I know I joke about it a lot, but especially with Nova, that freaking normal throw is priceless. In the air, when you grab them, once you drop them on the ground and land, you can actually dash forward and do forward H to pick them up again. But when standing, you still gotta do the Centurion Rush. And then there you see my classic Hail Mary on the air tackle. Not the best hyper, but it always catches them unaware. Which is pretty awesome. Round 2, he catches me with the normal throw, but I think he screws up on the Centurion Rush. As mentioned earlier, it's a lot easier just to do a normal dash forward and then do forward H to do the OTG. But here, doing the Gamma Wave, you know, I've been thinking about this. Maybe it's not all that effective to just do normal throw into Gamma Wave unless I have a DHC ready. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I was actually starting to use assists in this round. I swapped out Ryu in favor of Doctor Strange just to see if that could work out a little better for me, because Doctor Strange has amazing assists, even though his moves kind of suck and get cancelled upon hit. As an assist, his Eye of Agamotto, his Daggers of Danak, they all stay in play, even though your main guy is getting hit, which makes them, I feel like they're probably the best assists. You see here, use the Eye of Agamotto for the OTG, get a little more damage, go into the special, and ooh, with Hulk. Forgot to use left trigger for the assist, so I dropped that Gamma Wave OTG into Gamma Crush. But thankfully, brought him pretty low with all that damage, and I was able to chip him out in the end. But yeah, that Eye of Agamotto is great. Sets him up for cross-ups if I need to, or normal throws for that matter. Frickin' Doom though. Doom versus Nova scares the shit out of me because I realize unassisted Doom is completely capable of taking out Nova in a single combo, as long as he has a level 3 gauge at the end. But yeah, tag in Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange has some interesting trick abilities. It definitely doesn't work for super aggressive types, but I can definitely teleport an awful lot when they're trying to play the keep away game. Use 7 Rings of Ragador or call an assist and teleport to do that cross-up. I get the feeling his combos rely on the use of teleports and impact palm, though I haven't looked at enough combo tutorials to work that out, to be honest. I'll have to do a bit more research on that. But the final rounds we'll be looking at today are between me and Aquanoob. Plays a variety of characters, but at this point I was going a little more assist heavy on him, using Nova and doing a dash jump to cross him up with Hulk, and pretty much get the Nova Strike to hit him, catch him with a standing H into a ground bounce, and then proceed to start with my air combo from there. Works okay, except it gets tricky because Hulk's mobility is so limited. I've been trying it around with Ryu, but I find that Ryu is a little too slow to make it work, at least in my experience. It's very hard to cover Hulk's attacks and make them safe since the animations last so long. But Ghost Rider, I mentioned last episode that I would give Ghost Rider a shot, but damn, I don't know. I cannot figure out how to fight from a distance. It's terrible, and I'm terrible at the keep away game, but I feel like, especially coming from the air, the only way to go with Ghost Rider is that stupid air H, and I hate resorting to stuff like that. So I think in favor of that, I'll probably be playing with Strange a little more in my off time. see if I can make him a more viable character. If any of you guys have any good Doctor Strange tips, I am totally all ears on that. I know I haven't shown too much gameplay of it, but honestly, I'm pretty much working from scratch with him. Nice X Factor cancel there. Not many people expect that. So, don't just use X Factor to extend your combos, folks. Also consider the the surprise element of things. But there you go. Into wall bounce, wait for it, standing H with Hulk, and then proceed into the air combo. Shockingly effective against Virgil there. And shockingly effective against Frank. I didn't think that would actually work. Gotta watch out for that reliance on the downwards knee slam. But yeah, there he kind of caught up to me. Didn't fall for that trick twice. But the other thing I learned, and it's a little uncharacteristic of me, is that I decided to take a look at the Brady guide. I was wondering if there was any way to shorten up the startup time to Gamma Charge, but turns out H, M, and S all have the same startup time, so I don't think there's actually any point not to use Gamma Charge with H. It is probably one of the best moves Hulk has, at least in this version now, thanks to the super armor, but freaking Frank West, once again, my great nemesis, catching me with his sliding kick off the air. Oh, see there, forward dash, forward H, and then straight into the air combo, which is excellent. I am so glad I learned that the other day. And my classic Hado Shoryuken into partner tag, fake, and then downwards Hadouken with the DHC. Don't fall for that at home, kids. Let's see here, Spider-Man. It's definitely refreshing to see other people playing Spider-Man. Oh god, crappy S. No, I love watching people play characters I'm not familiar with because I feel like everyone chooses mostly the top half of the selection screen. It's been kind of bugging me for a while because I thought this would all change once Ultimate came out, but I mean, in a way it has, but still everyone. They're different characters, but everyone still plays the same characters, which is a little yeah. So this has been a nice, refreshing change of pace, even if he is using Ghost Rider, but I can totally respect that because Ghost Rider is a hard character to figure out. I've been actually looking to change up the Nova Air combo. I watched one of Jago's videos, and I guess once you go into launcher, you could catch with Air H. Flight cancel, go into H again, and then H again once he drops downwards. And follow that up with special. Lately, I haven't been able to pull it off just because I feel like there's so much tension in fighting people online now. Like, I don't know, lately, a lot of you guys who have been challenging me on PSN have been hard enough that I haven't really had the flexibility to experiment too much. As much as I'm a believer in trial by fire and whatnot. God, it's really hard to develop tech on the fly. But, oh. I find that with Ryu, especially nowadays, I have such a hard time fighting against characters who use actual weapons. The range difference is pretty significant nowadays.
Survive. You are nothing to danger. Excellent. Down.
And with Nova at like 10% health, not likely I'll make it through here. So time for my classic Hail Mary with the air tackle, X Factor, catch, and I was pretty damn proud of that when I pulled it off. Unfortunately, too little too late, and gets me with the crouch because I'm an idiot and do forward H. But that was episode 7 of the Lobby Challenger. As usual, feel free to message me. Do not send me a game invite because I might be busy. I don't want you to wait. Leave your hints in the comments or your experiences, possibly assist strategies you might have for my particular team. And please, don't tell me to play Wesker. Anyways, have a good night, folks.